I've had a problem buying too many seeds in the past, not being able to plant them, having them stored in weird ways, and I've just got lots of leftover seeds. And this is, I think, the best thing that you can do with some of your old seeds that aren't as fresh. You don't necessarily want to try to put all of your effort and love into growing these in the traditional ways that you would. You actually want to get some fresh seeds because it's going to greatly improve the vigor of your plants and also their potential for sprouting. So if you don't want to waste your time, you want fresh seeds. But what you can do is take all your old seeds and put them in bags. I like to have some different bags for different locations. And then I also will mix in a little bit of like a cover crop mix to improve the soil. And I put these out before the rains, and it's gonna rain this Sunday. So I'm making my seed mixes, and then I'll show you in the garden how I prepare them before I throw them out so that the critters don't eat them all and they actually have a chance to sprout. If you've ever seen them selling bird seed in the store, you can see that they have some of it with pepper. So I added some cayenne pepper to my seed mix to keep the rodents away so that they can germinate. Here is my bucket of clay that I dug off the hill here. There's lots of clay, so I was able to just dig down a few feet and get some pretty heavy clay. There's some dirt in there still, but I'm going to take some of that, put it in this empty bucket, and add some water so that it can start to break down a little bit so that I can add my seeds and put out my little seed slurry before it rains real quick. My clay all slurried up right here. It's pretty thick, but it's still liquidy. I can add more soil after I add the seeds to get it to the right consistency that I want, but it is time to add the seeds. There we go. I need seeds, and I had some cayenne pepper to keep the rodents off, and I also added a little bit of cinnamon, which is an antifungal, to hopefully help with the germination. So it's gonna be great. All right, time to mix it up, see how dry it is, then I can add a little bit more soil if I need to dry it up a little bit more, but I think it's probably gonna be pretty close to good. Added a tiny bit of soil to increase the crumbliness because it's still a little thick. It's like a baking should, you know. You see, you got a nice crumb there, not too stodgy. I want these to be able to break apart into little crumbles like that so there's not too many seeds and so that I get better coverage. So this is probably good to go. I highly recommend wearing gloves when you get to this part because you can have pokey seeds. I put cayenne in this. So yeah, but don't wear your nicest gloves because they could potentially be ruined or at least in compromised quality after you dig around in this clay slurry. All right, time to scatter this around. I'm gonna focus on like open patches that things can grow in, and I'm also going to be getting some out on the hill there. It's a cover crop, some edible stuff, so it should just be soil improving. The clay is going to help keep moisture around the seeds when they germinate and keep pests away, as well as the cinnamon and the cayenne, and there's also a little bit of soil in there, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of fertilizer and gypsum as well because there's so much clay around here, and that'll help break up the soil and be fertilizer as I'm spreading it around too. Whew, I'm tired. All right, for best results, you got to keep them wet after you put them out so that they'll sprout and so that things won't be able to predate them before they get a chance to sprout. And I like to do this before it's going to rain, which it's supposed to here in Southern California, finally. So, seed ball time. I got dirt in my eyes. That's how you do it. Peace.